Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Level Up Show. Back coming at you live through a computer, unfortunately. I am your host, Derek. With me, as always, a man who does not learn anything by playing video games all fucking night and all day, but he does know how to not waste any time. It is Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
I'll waste all the time. I don't know.
You
playing video games is?
I think you live by the model. What is that? Waste not, thou shalt not waste, or some shit like that. Like, I don't know that you. Go ahead. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you make sure that you utilize every minute of every day with something.
I'd rather live by the model known as Kate Upton.
If there was a camera in my room to record what I do every day, you would definitely see some minutes getting wasted.
Bring that shit.
No. Here goes my headphones. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what you do, but you do something right because you get to do a hell of a lot more than any of us do on a given week. I don't do shit.
I had weeks off.
We've had 2 weeks off. We haven't done a podcast since we were down in Columbia 2 weeks ago. But I mean, you have done an extensive amount of work. You've done some damage this week, my man.
Yeah, some of that was just finishing shit that I started a long time ago.
The backlog stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing something right because neither me nor this gentleman who just printed up some Careful Ralph T-shirts, not for sale, unfortunately. I'm begging to buy one for $20. He won't sell me one. Fucking Ralph is with us. Hello, Ralph.
Yeah. Hello.
Supply and demand.
I want the fucking demand is here. I want one. I want that gray one. I think the gray one looks nice.
You mean this gray one?
Yeah, that fucking gray one. Oh, look at that shit.
Kind of. It's hard to see. Whatever. I got blue and a red one also.
That thing is beautiful. The blue looked good. I mean, the red they all look fucking awesome. I just want one. I don't want two. I just want one. Would you also be unhappy if I spent like $50 on your album, which you can buy on Bandcamp?
Yeah.
You don't want me to do that?
Why would you? You already have it, don't you?
Well, yeah, but what if I have some disposable income? I just want to throw a little money your way.
Then you're dumb.
Throwing away like 5 or 10 hot and readies right there. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
I went and had some Little Caesars the other day at work.
Oh, here's what you do. You take a bucket and you fill it with hot and ready pizza.
Okay.
And you dump it on your head, and then you donate money to Little Caesars.
Could you put it in a blender first?
The pizza challenge?
A cold blender, yeah.
An ALS pizza challenge?
A diabetes challenge.
or you could, oh man, have somebody eat a lot of Taco John's. Have them do what normally happens with Taco John's in a bucket.
Does that have to get dumped on your head, or do you just have to dump in it?
I don't know. Make sure you don't have any open cuts.
I don't want your poop aids.
I was hoping someone would call out my dick, because I would dump a bucket of water on my dick.
Yeah, would you?
Might as well.
Well,
fuck it.
If you do it in the nude, then it'll probably
get banned. I want my challenge. I want my challenge to be not safe for work. So.
Hell yeah. So on that topic, I did that goddamn ice bucket challenge yesterday, and did not nominate you. However, I did think about it, but after conferring with you, realizing that you would not do it, I decided against it.
I'll donate money, but I dump some shit.
I mean, I donated the money and I dumped the water on my head, and it felt fantastic because it was 90,000 degrees outside yesterday.
Are you donating money to the people not trying to find the cure?
Well, if you watch the video, I definitely just go, I'll also be donating to ALS for whatever they're doing with the money. Whatever they're doing. I don't know what it is, but they're doing something hopefully good. I want them to do something productive. Play video games and watch movies for 2 weeks straight. And come on the podcast and talk about it. That's what I want them to do.
Are you saying Ryan has ALS?
Ryan, I think you might have Lou Gehrig.
I think he's saying I'm curing it. I think is what he's saying.
With all the video games you've been playing, you are the cure.
Mm-hmm.
The band.
You just gotta play Never Dead.
I don't want to play Never Dead ever. Never ever.
Then you gotta play both the Saw games.
No. Why would you do that?
And you're making progress.
No, fuck that. Let's get right into it, boys.
Those are expensive.
Let's get what we've been playing. I'm gonna get my shit out of the way first, so fuck you guys. I didn't do a whole lot of fucking anything this week. Like I said, we went out to. I like how somebody changed the name of the episode. Oh fuck! I thought Two in the Pink and Fetus in the Sink was pretty good though. Mobsturbation is also quite good though. Okay, what did I do this week? I played some Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. That shit is still wicked hard.
What world are you on?
I think I'm on 2. I'm on the boss of level 2, which is that fucking bird that you have to. It's like 3 or 4 different levels. It is hard as fuck.
You just wait.
Oh god, I'm happy with the game. It's fun. It's just hard as shit. So.
Like I think the boss of the next world is the second worst, and then the final boss is the worst.
Fuck that. So I haven't played much of it. It's been a crazy week back at work after we went down to Columbia, so I haven't had much time to do a whole lot of anything. I played some Paper Mario, which is super fun. If you guys like the Super Mario Legend of the Seven Stars or any of the Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time or Dream Team, any of those games, just like Ralph, like you said, just like those games. The graphics, obviously, I mean, they're N64 graphics, so they don't hold up completely, but they're still fine.
Is he making paper, or is he rolling paper in that?
He gets flattened out like paper a few times, but normally he's just knocking bitches out. He's giving a lot of paper cuts.
And like Scary Movie style, does somebody roll him up and
start smoking him?
Yeah.
This is what your brain looks like on drugs. It's that weird dude. No, it's not quite that, but it's pretty close. After we got back, after we did last week's podcast, we sat around Ralph's place and played PT.
Oh yeah, we did.
The Silent Hills teaser game that at the end of the game says this has no representation of what the actual game will look like, so that's good. Holy fuck. I don't know about you guys. When I was watching you guys play it, it was definitely had some scary moments. The first-person shit really got to me. I think first-person games, just without having that, the perception of what's behind you, definitely gives more of a scare factor to it.
Yeah, we had it once, but I moved it when the controller was vibrating.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. The whole idea of the start yelling, talking to Lisa, yelling at Lisa.
We're just talking in general.
Did you end up finishing it, Ryan?
Well, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Did you? I played it with the coconut.
The second one is just random when you're talking.
Really?
Well, supposedly you figured it out now, but
I played it with the coconut, and we got to that part, and then I quit because I knew I wasn't going to spend forever trying to do it. I tried a couple different ways, like people were saying online, to do it, and I said fuck it. So it's still cool. It's still creepy. There are some things that apparently happen. Like there's a dude that apparently peers over the ledge at one point, and I didn't see that, but apparently that exists in that game.
Does he spit on you?
Blood comes down on top of you at some point.
Can I say that may be the greatest demo of something I've ever played?
I would agree with you. I think that is really good. Would you call it viral marketing campaign? I guess to really get a kickstart to a game that's not out yet.
Because I mean,
really fun.
I probably wouldn't be interested in a new Silent Hill. I mean, if you just knowing like the last few that have come out, but maybe now.
It was fun, and I had fun playing with you guys. I think that was the funniest part about it, is we were all just cracking jokes the whole time when we were spending 2 hours trying to figure out the fucking end. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, the last few were given to a bunch of shit developers. So if this one's actually being made by Kojima's studio, then it'll at least have some type of quality to it, I guess. But.
Right.
Have a vagina bomb? No.
It couldn't be any worse than Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, right?
Whoa.
Had nothing to do with Kojima.
He looked at the box one day and like, yeah, that's me.
I don't even think it had his logo on it, did it?
Yeah, they may not have had it on the second one.
The one thing that I was really impressed with, and I guess this is only because I didn't play Metal Gear Solid 5, what the fuck was it called? I want to say Phantom
Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes. That Fox engine looks stellar.
Yeah, it has its moments. There's some times where it seems a little shiny, but in Ground Zeroes anyway. but
It looked really good in that demo.
Good, yeah.
I was pretty excited about it. So, played that when I got home. Showed that the coconut, she was fucking shitting her pants the whole time. She wouldn't play it. She just watched me. So that was good.
Running her family.
It
What?
means
Wrong show.
that's the unaired episode right there. That
Oh.
doesn't exist. We also went out and watched Guardians of the Galaxy on Saturday. Fucking fantastic. Ralph, I know you and talked about it before. How it was really good. Ryan, I know you have no interest in watching this, even though it's much better than both Spider-Man movies. Really, really good. The cast is fantastic. Batista was hilarious. Rocket Raccoon was amazing. Groot was obviously the best part. The little dancing Groot. Mando wants to buy that. I'm glad they're coming out with that little toy because I definitely have to find one, the little Funko toy,
Yeah.
because Amanda definitely wants one. It was fantastic. Probably it might be my favorite Marvel movie just because it has every element of a Marvel movie I like, and the comedy isn't overbearing, but it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean, it may be my favorite movie of the year so far.
Yeah, I think it definitely is my favorite movie of the year so far. There are certain points where I knew for Amanda, because she's not a superhero movie fan, doesn't care for those things, that she got to points where she was like, it's getting too out there, too many opportunities for it to be like, it's, I don't know, too superhero-y, I guess. Like, that's
Like
unbelievable. Like, that's not...
When Chris Pratt wasn't showing his abs?
Yeah, she definitely wanted more Chris Pratt abs. But, like, when he would get, I don't know, one part when, I think it was when him and Gamora were fighting early on, where he would get, like, kicked super far and get right back up and run. It's shit like that that pulls her out because her imagination with those kind of things kind of gets away from her.
What about the part where the tree was talking?
Or the raccoon, yeah.
Yeah, the raccoon. As long as the comedy's flowing, I don't think she gives a fuck, but it's those dry spells where it's very story-heavy that I think got to her. But overall, she said she really liked it. So for even people that don't care for Marvel movies, it was a success. So I'm excited. That'll probably be, movie of the year possibly. So other than that, I finished Wilfred. Did you finish Wilfred this week, Ryan?
I don't watch it till it's on Netflix, so...
What the fuck? Well,
I don't watch regular TV programming.
Oh, I won't talk about Wilfred then. I finished it. It's fine. On to the
Does
next
it
one.
have a definite ending?
So what's the word for the episode before the last? The penultimate episode was much better than the finale. The finale is fine though. I mean, it ends to a degree, but it ends with you knowing like what's going on. So that's good. I'm sure it was much better than what I heard about last night's True Blood ending, which I heard was fucking garbage.
Is everybody dead?
Apparently. I don't know.
In True
A
Blood?
bunch of fucking bullshit.
Ebola?
No, apparently Bill dies. Spoilers. Bill dies. Sookie's knocked up. Yeah, Sookie's knocked up by somebody you don't see. Pam and Eric are really stupid rich. There's like it's like a 3-year time jump. Hoyt and Jessica get married. So I don't know.
Neither of those names mean anything to me. But
Yep, super dumb. But that's what I did this week. A whole lot of fucking nothing. Ralph, what have you done, my friend?
About the same. I watched, I was one of the 10 people who watched Sin City: A Dame to Kill For the weekend.
That movie did not do very well, I hear.
Holy shit, it didn't even make $7 million.
It made $6 million. What was the budget? 60?
I hadn't heard, but budget of the first one was 40, so it's
maybe they shouldn't have waited almost 10 years to make the sequel.
Yeah, I don't get what that was about. I mean, I went ahead and rewatched the first one yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like the first one a lot, but the second one looks a little cooler. I mean, the first one still looks really good, especially for the time, but the second one, I guess, looks better than the first one, but it doesn't really look that cool compared to 2014 standards. Right. I guess, if that makes any sense.
Is it because like
I'm not Michael Madsen. Mickey Rourke, did he not die in the first one?
The plot is all over the place. Timelines are everywhere. So, yes.
That I mean, I like the style, and I guess that style was really cool and new when you saw it in the trailer for the first one. I mean, your eyes popped, and you're like, "Oh, this is fucking awesome looking." I didn't feel that way about the second one. It was just like I've seen this before, so I'm not gonna run out and watch it again because I know how cool this looks, and I don't really. There wasn't enough story in the trailer to make me go, "I want to watch this."
Was there a movie called like The Spirit or something that had the same kind of style? And it sucked ass.
Yeah, I actually just watched that recently too. But I mean, yeah, there was that and 300, which kind of was similar and is a Frank Miller joint also. So, but yeah, the plot of this new one is equal parts boring and incoherent. So, make of that what you will.
I don't look forward to seeing it. I will probably watch it. I won't Redbox it. I will DV theaters it when I get the chance. But I don't really have a drive to see this movie. It just didn't catch me enough to go, I really do want to pay money to watch this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It feels like it really hurts from casting decisions. Well, which was partially not everyone's fault. Like Michael Clarke Duncan died.
No Clive Owen.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, so Dennis Haysbert, the Allstate guy, took over Michael Clarke Duncan's part, which he's not much of an actor. And
Dennis Haysbert, also in both the Major League movies.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know why Clive Owen wasn't in this one because Josh Brolin took over. And not to say Clive Owen's a good actor, but Josh Brolin is not a good actor compared to Clive Owen.
Was he just not good in this setting? Is the standard or what? Because, I mean, Brolin's done a few okay movies, yeah?
Yeah, it's just...
I know of one, and it's No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, but... So, basically... So, Clive Owen looked the same in the entirety of the first one. And in this second one, Josh Brolin is supposed to be the same character, but earlier in the SimCity timeline. So, like, this isn't really spoilers or anything, but, like, towards the end of the movie, his face changes to look more like Clive Owen.
What?
Because he has to get facial surgery. I mean, it's like...
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe that is a spoiler. I don't know. I knew that, though, for some reason.
Bruce Willis' face version, too.
Well, so just imagine Josh Brolin having makeup on to look like Clive Owen. It looks awful.
I guess he hasn't done a lot of good movies, has he? I guess I'm wrong.
So
No Country for Old Men is the only one I could think of.
So I just don't understand why they couldn't get Clive Owen again, because they could just made Clive Owen's face look terrible, and then at whatever point he had to have surgery, just take the makeup off.
He probably just didn't want to do it.
He probably read the script.
Here's some Josh Brolin movies for you. No Country for Old Men. Yeah, Planet Terror, which I didn't see. In the
Planet Terror is fantastic.
In the Valley of Eli, American Gangster, W, where you play George W. Bush. I haven't seen any of these other than I haven't seen
Gangster is okay.
Milk, I didn't see. Woman in Trouble, Wall Street 2. You'll Meet a Tall Dark Stranger, Jonah Hex. Finally, I get to True Grit, which I've seen him in. Men in Black 3, which I saw. Gangster Squad, I didn't see. Labor Day, I didn't see. Old Boy, I didn't see. Obviously, he's fucking Thanos. And then Sin City 2. That's really it. So I guess he hasn't done a lot, has he?
Well, some of those are okay.
Yeah, I like some of them. I don't know if it's his fault or Frank Miller was giving him direction.
Which is never a good thing.
He's not a good director.
Yeah.
No way, but...
Visual director, maybe, but other than that...
Yeah, I mean, point is, it's worse than the first one. And I don't know how anyone could dispute that, no matter how much they like either of them. So...
Right on.
Are they both still better than The Spirit?
Yeah,
but that's like saying getting pissed on's better than getting shit on. I guess.
Well, to each his own, sir.
Yeah, I mean, some people could go either way on that one.
I mean, I did name one of my fantasy football teams Big Ben Steamer. I don't know if you know this.
I do not.
And I definitely drafted Big Ben and the Steelers' defense.
That's a bad idea.
Does that include all of his steamers, or no?
Well, we'll see. I also drafted Golden Tate and Calvin Johnson, so we'll also see. Wrong show.
Wrong show, indeed. So
What else did you do?
So I managed to pick up Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy, however the hell you pronounce that.
I always thought it was like Threat Rhythm. Is that not it?
Well,
I think that's it.
It's a mix between theater and rhythm, so
it's near.
It's near, yeah.
God damn motherfuckers.
So I got it for like $7, which I'm okay with. And it's kind of fun. I'm surprised. So, and I don't know anything about Final Fantasy music, but I know I like the music of the first 2 games. Apparently.
Is that where you're at so far?
I played the first one, second one, and 13.
What is it that you're doing in this game?
It's kind of like, this isn't going to help you, but there's this DS game called Elite Beat Agents.
I've heard of it, not played it.
It's just like a rhythm game where you're like tapping icons on the screen at certain times. So I guess kind of like, I don't know, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, whatever, but a little more complicated. But, I mean, I picked a party, so I've got like Lightning and Titus and Cloud and Van.
Yep, Van.
Or Vaughn, I don't know what his name is. Because those are the only ones I'd heard of. Because I don't play Final Fantasy games. And like you can like level up and shit. But no, none of that.
Oh.
You can equip weapons and stuff, but I'm not really sure why. But it's kind of fun so far. No Umbrella, no.
Ella.
Ellen. Ella Fitzgerald. And I gave in and got Rogue Legacy.
Yes. You still haven't streamed any of that for me yet.
No, I had been home. I was playing it this morning, but I guess you weren't up yet.
I was not.
I also got the PS4 camera, but that's a different topic. So Rogue Legacy is awesome and frustrating as hell.
Is it like Shovel Knight, but better or worse?
I guess gameplay is similar to Shovel Knight, as in you're walking left to right and hitting shit. But, I mean, it feels kind of like Castlevania Symphony of the Night to me, except you die really easily, and when you die, you get to keep your gold, but you become one of your descendants, which is random. You get to pick from 3 different types. And so basically you pick one of them, and then you get to use the gold that your last guy had to upgrade yourself. But you can't go back into the castle without giving up all of your gold, well, at first. So basically you need to blow all your money on upgrades before you go back in the castle. So if you're in the castle and make like no gold and die, then it's just, you completely wasted your time. Because you just come back and you can't upgrade
forever
until you, basically if you're not getting like 1,000 gold on a run when you're in the castle, then you're just wasting your time. But I think there's only 4 bosses and I've beaten 2 of them, so
it's not a very long game.
Well, I've played it probably 5 hours at least.
It's not bad. I just don't want to, what is it, 15 or 17 bucks?
I paid 17. Yeah.
I want to buy it. I just don't want to pay $17 for it. Does that seem kind of cheap of me to want to wait?
No, I'd say it's worth 10.
I would pay $10 for it. Yep, I would pay $10 for it. I'm waiting for a PS Plus sale, one that does not get interrupted by PSN going down. Holy fuck. So I'm hoping that happens relatively soon.
Blame them attackers, whoever the hell did it.
Fucking Anonymous or some shit, right? Isn't that who still does that stuff? Some black guy from Ferguson did it, right? Oh,
whoa.
Too soon.
Whoa.
Too soon.
Are you talking about Ferguson as in Clarissa Explains It All, her brother?
No, I meant like Fergie Ferguson. Isn't that her last name? Fergie Ferguson.
Stacey Ferguson.
Yeah.
I don't think she's black though, is she?
Well, I mean, she's got a badunkadunk like she's black.
She might be mixed.
Mixed
race
I'd mix it up in her. You know what I'm saying?
That you and Josh Duhamel would
remix it.
Yeah, I would remix it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Did she pee herself or something, or?
What else have you done this week, Ralph? Or is that it?
I got the PS4 camera. I've been screwing it with it a little bit. It's kind of cool.
Have you done any of the games that you can play with it yet? The whole monkey thing or whatever it is.
I was making some dude run and jump shit, which I haven't really messed with the games a whole lot. There's something you can do where I was going to try to set up some kind of Careful Ralph talk show for some reason.
Yes.
Because you can
why not?
Because with the smartphone, you can like put pictures up on the screen. So like I can put banners up to say like Careful Ralph and shit onto the screen. And I got my couch set up looking like a talk show set up. So,
You do.
and you can add in music, your own music. So I may screw with
got
that
it made.
sometime.
We could just
Yeah.
fucking if that would have been down there in Columbia when we were down there, we could have just done the podcast that way. Shit.
Except my internet would have fucked up, but yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
It's part of the show.
Yeah. We got to incorporate that. At least one internet fuck up per show.
Yeah. I got a free trial of Amazon Prime for some reason, so I've been watching Key and Peele a shitload.
It's a good show.
I love that show.
They are quite funny.
Yeah, so that's about
Quite
it.
humorous. I think
Is
the
that
new
like
season, I think I talked about it 2
Canadian
weeks ago. It's like 2 weeks. Yeah, but they're way more vulgar and no orange soda, I believe.
Similar, yeah.
Is that about right?
Yeah,
Do
similar.
they say like ass or something, or is that how vulgar it gets?
It's
What?
getting there. They're almost to ass.
Ass, ass,
I've
ass,
never
ass,
said that.
ass, ass.
Working their way up.
Is that all you done this week, my friend? Should we move on to the fucking book of the dawn of time?
Of Eli?
Holy shit.
Let's do it.
Well, one of these movies could have been called The Dong of Time.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I don't want to talk about, so you can start at the top, and I'll cut you off when I don't care.
Don't care.
Fez.
Don't care.
What?
All the trophies in it.
You got
Did
all
you?
the trophies in it?
Yeah, because I wanted to see what was so cool about playing it again after you beat it, and it wasn't that cool.
Are you referring to this?
What? Having glasses? Yeah, where you can
No.
look first person or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can fly too.
Oh, I don't think
Which
I
I
did
don't
that.
know. You might have been able to fly from the beginning. I just didn't know it. But if you press up a bunch of times and hit X, you can fly.
I don't,
Which,
well, I don't remember.
but
I definitely, I'm just kind of fed up with Fez, but it's just because I get really irritated when I can't find pieces.
all over the place.
Hello.
Pieces are
I
all
mean-
over.
It took me like I was trying to find one piece one time. I think it was like maybe the last or one of the last pieces, and it took me like 20 minutes because I kept going in the wrong damn doors. But other than that, I didn't have a whole lot of trouble.
I just get really irritated really quickly. You know
That's what
me.
kind of sucks. If you're in like a place in the map and it's not clear how to get to where you want to go, then that what I thought sucked the most in Fez.
Yeah. You're
But-
right.
Other than
Yeah.
that, though, it was okay. So I don't know unless you guys want to say more about Fez.
Nope.
Phil Fish.
We
I got that in the
already-
news.
Whoops. Let's talk about Wii Party U.
Fez.
Yeah,
What?
We Party You, that is a fantastic game.
Like we party for you.
Yep,
Is
it's
that
kind of
what
like,
it is?
That's a business.
oh, I didn't talk about seeing Kiss and Def Leppard. Nobody cares, though.
That's not related.
Is that
I
part
know.
of We Party for You?
It is.
Is there a song called We Party for You?
No, it's We Will Shout It Out Loud You.
And do they do a bunch
All over
of
me.
cocaine on stage?
No, a lot of fire, though. A lot of fire,
Just
like
don't
they're
do
farting a lot.
cocaine.
Does he have a robot arm now?
No, they have a robot spider, though, like in Wild Wild West.
Are you talking about Kiss or Def Leppard?
Yes.
I was talking about Def Leppard.
No, the one dude still just has one arm. No robot arm.
Alright.
He can still
Is
drum
like
like a
one
madman.
really strong arm.
Well, I'm sure he could, like, pull a blind man's dick off, so it's pretty strong.
Where would he get leverage, though?
He doesn't need, it's all on the legs. He sits down all the time.
No, the blind man, he pulls against, so it's like a tug of war.
Yeah, but his robotics arm that is non-existent would just pull it off.
Well, I mean, you've got to attach that first.
I just said Robotnik as if I was talking about like fucking Dr. Robotnik from goddamn fucking Sonic.
Eggman.
He's not even using his arm. He's using his feet in this whole scenario. So
Yeah.
So he's giving it a foot job.
Yeah, the blind man's enjoying it more than the Def Leppard dude's letting on.
I don't want to see this anymore.
All right, cool. Go on, Ryan. We don't want to talk about PT. No, you can see the feet. The video was there. We don't want to talk about PT. You beat Tomb Raider though.
Yeah, the game. I mean, it started off kind of not good. But yeah, it's pretty good. I went and got all that shit again, so I did the 100% thing again.
Oh my god.
Which was easier this time.
Not only do you take what we do, you flush it down the toilet by doing it 100%. Like, we're like, oh, we beat the game. Oh, I fucking platinumed it, so fuck you.
It just depends on if it's easy to do it or not. And I didn't platinum the game. They have like that 100% find all the collectible shit. So, because I'm not going to play Tomb Raider on hard or whatever.
Or on multiplayer?
Yeah, and I forgot how dumb the ending was for Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I like the game.
I don't remember what the ending was. What was the ending?
You fight like this huge
it's like
Japanese monster dude, and then once you kill the Japanese guy, then you just stab the whatever that queen is.
You talking about this?
Yep. Oh yeah, right there. There she is. Look at them titties. Them big old titties.
She killed so many people.
She is flat right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, damn it! It's all an illusion. Optical illusion. Damn it.
Glasses on.
I don't think she's 3D'd. I'll 3D her through a table though. Oh, get it.
Yeah, you.
What's that? Is that group action? Is that what you're talking about? You need more than one person.
Devon, get the tables.
Is she like passed out for this already, or is that gonna knock her out and then?
No, that flattens her tits after you do the 3D to her.
Oh, then why would you ever do that? I don't. That isn't.
After I get done with her, I don't need her again. I just fucking drop the 3D on her. I'm good. See ya.
What the hell?
Well, speaking of not ever needing something again, Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. Holy shit. That is so fucking awful. That is
what is it?
DLC is terrible.
What is it?
It's where you like stand on top of buildings and watch people talk. It's pretty awesome.
Is it DLC or is it a standalone game? What is it?
Well, it was DLC, but then it became standalone. But apparently, if you own the game, and then you buy Lara Croft's boobs, and then you buy Freedom Cry, you have to have the fucking disc in to play it.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
The hell?
Yeah, and it's terrible. The credits are longer than the game, I think.
Wow.
The credits are like the normal Assassin's Creed 4 credits, and then maybe
like
longer because of Freedom Cry. No, it's approaching an hour. It's like 40 minutes.
No fucking way.
Their credits are insane. That is the most insane credits I've ever sat through.
How many French people could there be? There's not that many people in.
They put like Phil Fish for like an hour.
Yeah, they're all in Canada, and you're fucking killing all of them anyway in the game. They can't be alive anymore.
That's a good point.
They aren't French in the game.
Templars and all them bitches and the assassins,
Caribbean
whatever.
Pirates and shit.
Oh.
French pirates,
French pirate.
I don't know. Are they racist in France?
How about a French pirate? I want a French pirate. I'll take some
Sounds
French.
all right.
You.
What about just Colonel Sanders? Is he French?
No, he's just a colonel. That doesn't mean
dead.
he's fucking French. He's dead.
Well.
He did a lot of cocaine.
Do French people do cocaine?
I think that was flour, not cocaine.
Oh. Well, whatever. He did something.
It's probably why he's dead if he's doing flour. Holy shit. It's got to be worse than cocaine.
He played too much of that game, Flower, and got tired of it and died.
Oh, damn. 6-axis will kill you.
That's why they just talk about it. They don't talk about it anymore. It just doesn't exist.
Alright. Finished Dragon's Crown.
That's cool. I still haven't downloaded it.
Stomped around with my dwarf and a party of 12, or no, it was 6 impossible boobs. So, yeah, murder and shit.
I like that game.
Guess what I finished the game at? I finished the game with 4 dwarfs. We just like fucking went dwarf crazy and just fucked the shit out of some dragon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It was awesome. Oh man, I don't even know what you like at that game. All I did was hit square, a shitload, and jump, and that's Dragon's Crown.
I picked one of the boob women, and I just hit I had some move where if I hit L1 like twice, I did some kind of thing where I went all over the screen, and I just abused L1.
When it was 4 dwarfs, I didn't even know who I was. I would just stand in the middle of the screen so I knew where I was, and then I would just hit square over and over again because the dragon was so big. That was okay.
Did you play it on Vita or PS3?
I played it on PlayStation 3. It looks really good. They only have like 9 levels, and then like right when you get towards the end, they just like ran out of shit to do for you. So they're like, get these 9 talismans.
Yeah,
which
that's
is
when I
pretty much
stopped
just
playing.
grind these 9 levels over and over again.
Yeah.
And then you murder the dragon. They're like, well, there's 2 more dragons after the credits roll, and now you can go up to level 65, and I'm only like level 28, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this. It's gonna take forever.
You'll have it done by next week.
No, I deleted it already. So it's gone. My 28 dwarf is still on my hard drive though. I can't even pronounce his name. I just picked whatever the default name was. One time I was fighting with somebody named Jolene though.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What are you doing with my daughter?
Oh, she was doing shit. I can't remember what she was. It might have been like an Amazon lady or something.
What?
But
Glad you're paying attention.
and then
All I heard is Amazon lady. Like Amazon, like you called her, like 1-800-AMAZON with a smile.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
2-day
8 foot
shipping.
tall lady with huge eyes that are bigger than anybody else's head.
Did you guys know or notice the whole reason that they named their tablet the Kindle Fire? Get it? The Kindle Fire, Kindle a
Yeah,
Fire.
because they all got red carpet down below, right?
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's a
Are you telling
company
me
full of
Amazon's got
gingers.
bunch of gingers working for them?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they hot?
Have you seen the commercial? I don't
There's
know.
probably
Yeah,
at least
that was
one of them
weird.
there.
I mean, that Wendy's girl, if she works there, then we're good.
Oh, she's underage, alright? Hey,
Oh,
come on.
shit. Damn it, she looks
Not
like
the
an adult.
logo. Yeah.
Yeah, the logo, you dumb son of a fuck. What is this? I think I got zombie game. What the fuck?
Oh man, Yakuza. Holy shit. I finished Dead Souls. This dude gets bit, and it's one of the guys. You might know this dude, Ralph. It's Majima. You might have got up to him when you played it. He gets bit, and then he runs into some of the other dudes that you play in the end, and he tells him that he thinks he got zombied. That was the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
Wow. What the fuck?
Are
But
you
it turns out
excited
he
about the
didn't
new one?
get zombied.
Oh, what?
Well, it'll probably never come over here.
But maybe.
Yeah, this is what happened to Majima. He got bit, but he has like this snakeskin coat, and he got bit through the snakeskin coat. But the zombie that bit him was an old dude who had dentures, so he was cool. It didn't get him. He didn't get zombied.
You're telling me that the dude from Family Guy bit somebody and turned him into a zombie?
Pretty much.
Well, he tried to. But that game is just so fucked up.
It was fun. I got to some point where it felt super frustrating, and I'm like, this ain't worth the rest of this.
It's the whole game. The shooting is terrible.
Well, I mean, I got to some point where I was at some boss, and I'm like, I tried like twice. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this.
Yeah, there's some boss where you gotta use like a sniper rifle on it, and then there's a bunch of zombies coming in after you, and the people that are helping you fight are just completely worthless. And that boss fight probably took the longest because you have to clear all these zombies away and then try to snipe this thing that's shooting shit at you. So, but the stuff that happens in it, like the cutscenes and stuff, those they're so crazy that it was worth it.
How much
Even to fight
golf
this
did you
huge-
play?
How much what?
Golf.
0. Do they have golf in that one?
They had Yeah, I think so.
They have hostesses, but I just wanted to
Like
finish
the-
the
like the
game,
snack
so I
cake?
stopped doing.
They have like snack cakes in the game.
There
Yeah.
must have been rice cakes
What about a
or
little?
something.
What about a little Debbie? No little Debbie?
Well, I can go and talk to some hostesses and give them some gifts and stuff, and
You can give them your chocolate-covered snack cake.
Like Killer is Dead style.
I mean, I don't know, like hot chocolate that might hurt if you're covered in hot chocolate.
Whatever you want to pour on it, man. I'm just telling you. Maybe you want to give them your ho-ho or something.
Ho. Ho.
It depends on what that chick is into. I mean, that could turn her down. You know, she might not want that.
Maybe she wants
Might not get
your snowballs. That's what she really wants.
You might not get her number afterwards.
Well, that's fine. You don't need a
Or-
number.
Number one.
Yeah. All you need to do is give her your Twinkie and you can roll out. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, she's like, "What's your number?" I'm like, "I'm number one, bitch."
Yes.
Put that in the phone.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
yeah, I didn't do. I just plowed through it. I didn't do any of the sides. Initially, when I first started playing, I did the side stuff. But yeah, towards the end, I had no patience for that. I just plowed through the story and saw all the crazy shit.
Did you
What?
Did you play any of this Hotline Miami as well, Ralph? I didn't see it on your list. I didn't know if you played
Oh,
any
I
of it or
did.
not.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Does it look any better on PS4?
It looks the same, which
Yeah, I
is fine.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't do anything to make it look better. That's its style.
I think it's got some kind of motion control, but I believe it's optional because I haven't done it.
Too.
Yeah, the story of that game is bizarre. I don't really understand what was going on. I thought that maybe those people that he was talking to, he was actually just talking to himself, and he was just insane. Like the part where you go in the room and there'd be 3 people he was talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at some point he gets shot and killed by one of them, so I don't know. And then you're still playing. The whole story of it is nuts. But
It's all good. The gameplay is fantastic.
see, that's what I hated that the most. If I could not do any of that gameplay and just watch the crazy shit story.
Dude, it was so
Yeah,
fucking
listen
tough
to the music.
sometimes and weird. Like, it was so hard, and like I would get so frustrated because I would shoot, and all these assholes would come running at me,
Don't
and then
shoot.
I'd run out of bullets, and I'd get fucking killed. So then I'd try to knife these bitches, and I'd walk past this window, and this asshole would see me, and he'd shoot me. I'm like, all right, what the fuck do I have to do
The
here?
lock-on stuff, the shooting was absolutely, like, it made it easy.
Yeah.
Because there'd be like, I just like pop out of the corner. I'd be locked onto some dude, pop out of the corner real quick, shoot him, and he'd be dead.
Right,
So-
and then somebody come up and be like, what's going on? And then you'd shoot them, and then just pile up a fucking pound of
Yeah.
bodies.
So like at first I wasn't using the guns because I heard like numerous people saying that the guns were not good. But once I started using the guns, it became way easier.
Guns
So-
are good. It's just they attract people, so I always
There's-
just use a knife or
Well, you
bat
can
or
wear that
something.
mask where it's quiet guns. So
Yeah, I use the secrets mask or the one that makes your moves faster.
I always always start with a knife mask. That was the one I used the most. That way I
Yeah.
could just get up there and knife some bitches pretty early.
for a while I was using the lethal door one, and then I switched over to quiet guns, and then I switched over to love guns,
Hell
Wait.
yeah.
kiss mask.
It was pretty good. They did sing that song. They didn't sing the Strutter though. I was kind of sad they didn't sing Strutter. It's probably because who's not with him?
They just had one arm.
Ace and Peter
Ace.
Chris.
Yeah, they don't let him sing. I think Peter was one of the songwriters. He doesn't let him sing their song. His
How much
song.
chest hair
Uh,
is going on?
I mean, quite a bit of chest hair. You couldn't understand what Paul was saying though. It sounded
I thought
kind
you
of
were
like he was
saying-
choking on a dick.
that seems integral to the experience.
So you can
Yeah.
understand chest hair, and chest hair is something that can't be understood.
Chest
I mean,
hair.
You could
Yeah,
definitely
okay.
hear him when he's saying, but when you try to like talk to the audience, it
It wouldn't make sense anyway. I've
It
heard this
did, yeah.
shit.
It didn't. Let me see here.
The hell is that? That sounds really good.
Sounds like that's been recorded at Sound City.
Has that been mastered? That sound Wait,
That's
are you like 2 blocks away? Are you actually there? Are you filming a television at your house? So bad.
somebody's drunk kiss.
Did they play
What's
Lick
that?
It Up?
iPhone.
Lick It
Yeah, they
Up.
played Look It Up.
Hell yeah,
That's
that's
one
What
of
awesome.
about that God
That's one of my
Loves
favorite
Rock and
songs.
Roll song or whatever?
God gave rock and roll to
Yeah,
you,
there we go.
too.
No, they
Yeah.
didn't do that one.
No, he
What?
gave rock and roll to Bill and Ted.
Yeah, they didn't play
Right.
that song.
Well,
Let me
damn
see
it.
here. Let me tell you. I think they
But
played Look
they
It
have to take off the face paint if they're going to do that song.
Well, they had to do it for Lick It Up also, but apparently they didn't.
I don't know if they sang Look It Up. Hang on, I'll tell you.
What? What about Heaven's on Fire? They probably didn't.
I'm about to tell you what they sang. All right, they sang.
Get the
No.
list.
All right, they sang Psycho Circus,
Fuck
Okay.
that song.
Deuce,
Okay.
Shout It Out Loud,
Okay.
War Machine,
What about Detroit Rock City?
Hotter Than Hell, I Love It
think-
Loud.
I Love It Loud was an 80s one, I believe. So
They
should
did.
take
They
it.
did play Lick It Up,
Nice.
which is fantastic. The weird part about it is they used "Won't Get Fooled Again" in the middle of their song, which is also how Def Leppard came out. They came out to "Won't Get Fooled Again" and started singing it. It was really dumb.
Oh,
I don't know. And then Gene did a bass solo where he's starting to like spit blood, and then he like got yanked up into the sky, and they started singing "God of Thunder."
hell yeah, that's my favorite song.
Really? I had no idea what that song was.
What? I could play it on guitar.
Really? This is why.
Kind of.
Oh man, Hide Your Heart. They playing.
I don't know that song, but when I was in high school in this band called Maintenance, really good name, but we almost made a God of Thunder cover and called it Dr. Thunder,
That
based
would have
on
been awesome.
Walmart's Dr. Pepper.
It was. Then they got to the finale, Calling Dr. Love,
Nah,
Love Gun, which is a good
Yeah.
song, Black Diamond, which I didn't know,
that's a good one.
Detroit Rock City, and then
Hmm.
Rock and Roll All Night.
Yeah.
And when did Bill and Ted show up?
No,
Yeah,
they
Wild
didn't.
Stallions came out.
Yeah, no,
The
no,
headliner.
no station.
Station.
The problem was, like, I thought Def Leppard was so much better because, like, again, I know more Def Leppard songs, but I thought they sounded a lot better, and I wasn't the only one to say that, so I didn't feel too bad after we left.
Oh, I'm sure
You
they
guys
all
pour some
sound
sugar
terrible.
on, or no?
Because, like, so they
didn't
open up
play
with
that. No.
they open up with "Won't Get Fooled Again," and then they did the song "Let It Go," but not that "Let It Go." It was like their Def Leppard song "Let It Go."
Mhm. Disney Let It Go. Yeah.
No, they sang "Animal," "Foolin'," "Love Bites," "Let's Get Rocked," "Two Steps Behind," which is my favorite song. "Bringing on the Heartbreak," "Switch 625," which I didn't know. "Hysteria," "Rocket," "Armageddon It," "Pour Some Sugar on Me,"
Is
"Rock
that
of
like
Ages,"
2 steps behind parenthetical when banging?
and "Photograph."
Oh.
No,
He's,
it's
like behind the dude who's behind her.
it's
Oh.
more talk. It's more talking about just being like a fucking stalker.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, banging. Yep.
Lot of stalking.
That's
Let's get
weird.
back to what you played. You played some game called Silent Hill: The Book of Fetuses.
Oh, that game's god awful. I tried to give it another chance. I downloaded it, found out my save got deleted somehow, and I got further than I did last time. But that game is so bad. It is. I think I'm just gonna delete it again. Don't go anywhere near that game.
But wait
You
for
guys don't
it.
have Vitas.
No.
Yeah, it's shit. The story doesn't make any sense. Let's see what else we got on there. Somebody changed the title from Thief to Thieves, but that game is so bland. It's like this brown gray mess, and I'm not very far in it.
Yeah.
Sounds like my toilet.
Yeah, I've stolen a lot of shit too. Does that sound like your toilet or no?
Well, it could be.
Toilet's thieving some shit.
Steven. Those Steven bastards.
Yeah,
I don't.
this
I
is a
didn't,
supernatural thing that happened at the beginning.
I didn't have any desire to play that game, Thief.
I wanted to see what it was. I mean, it might get better, but right now it's not very good.
No desire.
Like the control layout is so weird too. but
Yeah.
maybe I'll get used to it.
Are you trying to use like a GameCube controller to play it? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's like an N64 controller.
Oh.
And you got to do a lot of like circle motions with the stick, so you're gonna get a blister.
Stupid yellow stick.
Yellow.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, that
great.
was a GameCube controller.
Oh,
the little
GameCube
yellow,
controller. Yeah, the yellow stick.
which replaced 4 C buttons. Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway,
Where are the C buttons on the Wii U?
No one knows.
no one knows.
You have to wear the secret mask.
It's your favorite song, right? No? What else you play, my friend? What else? What else we got?
Play, I think that's it.
You watched a few movies. A couple of them I don't know
Oh, yeah.
about. A couple of them I don't care about. Start off with Nymphomaniac Volume 1 and 2 because I do want to watch those.
You want to start with a showstopper?
Don't give anything away.
Yep. I want you to give a brief
How do I
synopsis.
not?
Okay, well then we won't talk about it.
3 pumps, and then from the front, and 5 from behind.
Okay. Pumps in
That's
the
Shia
bump.
LaBeouf. Those are Shia LaBeouf's numbers.
Pumps in a bump. It's like Hammer said.
Can you give a brief synopsis without spoiling anything, or should we just not talk about it? I really do want to watch these movies. So.
Christian
They're long.
Slater.
Yeah, it's like it's almost 6 hours long, right?
It's shorter than that, but yeah, Christian Slater is the father in it. He just likes to stare at trees. So
Okay, like Groot.
yeah, and then I think he was an alcoholic, Edgar Allan Poe style, and I don't know what he's going through. He has some at the ending of his life. He's got some crazy thing that's happening. I think it's from being an alcoholic, but I don't know because she talks about Edgar Allan Poe and how he died from having the DTs. So I think that's what her dad is going through or something in the hospital.
Did he play
And she
PT?
copes. No, they could have, I suppose. I don't know when it was set.
Did you watch Melancholia, which was Lars von
I
Trier's
tried
last
watching
movie?
it,
That
but I
movie
didn't.
Sucked.
Oh, really? I suppose it was supposed to be his best of the trilogy.
It's no Antichrist, so I'm just hoping Nymphomaniac's better than.
Supposedly
Melancholia.
Antichrist is supposed to be the worst of the trilogy, but I thought it was pretty good.
It's fucking amazing.
I started watching it and just like the whole I got to past the wedding part and then I fell asleep and then I never finished it.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah, I mean,
That's all I
world exploding with another world. That's the beginning. That's how it opens.
Yeah.
They start with the showstopper.
It's a bad time. Did he leave?
But
No, I'm right here.
Oh, you were frozen. Sorry.
yeah, she basically you find her like beaten in the street, and it's the girl
Off.
from Antichrist. The girl
Charlotte
that's
Gainsbourg-ish.
yeah, who was doing something with Willem Dafoe when her baby was falling out the window in Antichrist. Something that happens a lot in.
That reminds me of something. I'm going to interrupt you because when I was getting
They
these
referenced that
t-shirts,
scene.
when I was getting these t-shirts made, the guy had to look up the Sega Genesis font on a website, and he called a website Willem Dafont. That's what he said.
Oh, that is fucking fantastic.
Is that a type of font now?
It's a
Or is it
whole-
just a website about fonts?
I think this is a site about the fawns.
The fonts?
Hey,
Jumping stuff with his motorcycle? But,
hey.
yeah, so she's beaten in the street or something, and then some dude helps her out, takes her up to his room, and she just kind of tells him, like, her whole life story. And she doesn't cover everything. It separates into chapters. She likes to
The fuck?
make stuff. What? My finger went over the.
A lot of noise. Go ahead.
Oh, that was my finger close to the mic. But so yeah, it's separated into chapters like Antichrist, and then I guess I don't know. There's a lot of Shia LaBeouf, but I read about how he made it, and supposedly he had the actors pretend like they were having sex, and then he had porn stars have actual sex, and he superimposed the lower half of the porn stars onto the actors.
That's hot. That's my fetish.
It's a lot of editing that didn't need to happen if you would have just shot them from the top up.
Well, why would he want to do that? I mean, he wanted the action.
The fake action.
No, it was real action.
But it was fake.
Superimposed.
Yeah, so it's still fake.
No, it was totally real.
Well,
He's mad because you're not seeing Shia in the
well, I mean, yeah. Fuck.
But, I mean,
You see Quentin Tarantino's favorite actress? You see her all naked and shit?
Who's that? The girl who's the
Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman.
Oh, she's not naked. She's like a crazy white.
What I just asked you. I didn't know. I haven't seen the fucker. You have. That's what I just asked you.
Well, there's not much lesbian action, so I mean, you wouldn't be seeing Uma.
Whoa.
What happens is she has like a schedule set up, so she's like banging like 10 dudes a day, and it's a very tight schedule. I mean, she's got to squeeze these people in because she's got to have a way to make money, and still.
She's a street beater.
So she has like this tight timeline, and this dude is lingering, and he's a married guy, so she's trying to get him to leave. So instead of saying something else, she like tries to tell him that she loves him so much that she wants to be with him for the rest of her life, but he would have to leave his wife to do it, thinking that he wouldn't do it, and so he leaves his wife, and his wife decides to follow him back with her children to show her children what daddy's been up to. So, and then while that's going on, her next appointment shows up. So it's just an awesome scene.
That's fucking funny.
Uma Thurman freaking out. She shows the kids the bed that daddy likes so much. Oh, it's quite the scene. And then one of the kids gives the dad a present before he leaves, and it's just like this terribly sewn pillow. So
that's funny.
But yeah, the movie, it goes all over the place. So,
what the fuck is Dead Silence?
That's a horrible James Wan movie.
You don't know that favorite James Wan film?
No.
It's got the stupid brother of Sookie from True Blood.
Jason Stackhouse.
Yeah, he's in it. He's terrible in it. The whole movie's just terrible. It's not a good movie. It's about ventriloquist dolls and.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. I remember seeing the movie. It's got like a ventriloquist doll doing one of these on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because people think that's creepy.
I guess. You watched Hook? Great movie.
Yeah. Yeah. There are parts of it that are really dumb, like really, really stupid. Like
Rufio.
They like set up their armor and they jump into it, and somehow it perfectly goes on there. And why did they just have this armor already like crafted so they could keep putting it on each time instead of having to set up this new thing and jump through it again? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there's just tons of stupid stuff in it. But Dustin Hoffman's a pretty good Hook.
He is a pretty good Hook.
And Bob Hoskins he's Smee. He's a pretty good Smee. I didn't know Spielberg directed that until now. Because when I was a kid and saw it, I didn't really care who the director was.
You watch one of the movies that obviously when Robin Williams passed away, everyone was talking about his his best movies or whatever. This one that's on Netflix I haven't watched, but I hear is very good. So I'm waiting for you to tell me. The Fisher King, is it good?
Well, it has something in common with World's Greatest Dad, and
it's very dark.
Well, yeah, but as Robin Williams puts in The Fisher King, he lets the little guy flap in the wind.
Oh.
What the hell?
More penis? Damn it.
In Central, oh yeah, he gets completely younger, but yeah, in Central Park, that's one of his things he does in Central Park. It's naked when he's there.
That is gross.
Yeah. So what happened is Jeff Bridges, he has this radio show. He's kind of a douchebag, and he makes some comment that indirectly, well, I guess, yeah, indirectly he, I guess, feels responsible for what happens. It encourages some guy to go and like just blow up some like yuppie club, not blow it up, but like go in there with a shotgun and shoot people. One of them happens to be Robin Williams' wife. So he has a nervous breakdown, and I guess he goes catatonic for a while. And then he ends up like losing his job and everything, and he's living in the basement of the building he used to live in, and kind of goes by a different name. And he has some like crazy, I don't know, he basically turns into a crazy person. And then Jeff Bridges loses his job because of that. So now he's down on his luck too, but not as bad off as Robin Williams. And he ends up getting drunk one night and goes to try to kill himself. And some like douchebag kids show up with like a knife and Lara Croft and try to stab him.
Yeah.
And Robin Williams saves him. And then ends up taking him down to the basement, and so it gets really creepy then. But
rubbing on his tits.
I mean, he didn't have any, but he could have.
It was close.
In theory. But so his plan was that he wanted to steal the Holy Grail, which was just some award in some rich guy's house that looked like a goblet. And Jeff Bridges, he felt all guilty because he found out that he was one of the people at that bar when the shooting happened. So he helps him out. It's basically Jeff Bridges helping him get over his dead wife, and Jeff Bridges helping himself get over people getting murdered because of him. So that's pretty much the movie. And then it ends with them naked in Central Park, hanging out together. Both little guys flap in the wind.
That's gross.
10.
World's Greatest Dad. Did you watch that before I talked about it, or was this the first time?
Well, there's just I was looking at Robin Williams movies on Netflix, and there aren't that many good ones, so
Nope.
I've never seen World's Greatest Dad, so I watched it.
What'd you think?
Yeah, kid, he's something else.
He is a fucking he's an asshole. You want him to die when he dies, and you're like, oh wait, that's kind of mean.
I don't get how the journal thing was ever believable. I mean, how's he gonna write a journal for his kid and nobody's gonna notice? Like, he would have to, like, day by day stuff. Nobody's gonna be like, that never happened. I don't remember.
It's just nobody fucking cared about the kid, so he could get away with it.
But if he starts mentioning people by name,
yeah, I don't know. That little boy knew, his best friend. He knew he didn't write it the whole time.
yeah. But yeah, that movie was alright. It was pretty funny. What was that band that he kept telling everybody that his son liked? Bruce Hornsby.
He shows up at the eulogy.
Yeah. Number one fan.
Yeah, I hear, I'll treasure it forever. It's a weird fucking movie, man.
That's just the way it is.
I loved how what was the kid's name?
I don't remember.
Yeah, how he described everything. He was talking about how gay everything was and how fags like music.
He wants to do Shizer porn. He's like, that's gross. He's like, no, you're a fag. I'm like, what? That's disgusting, you fucking weirdo.
Talking about how when he does it with a woman, he goes right for the brown hole. He's never been with a woman. He's like, yeah, I have. He's like, no, you haven't, because I'm with you all the time, and you've never been with a woman.
He's spying on that old lady across the way.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
Dad spilled the beans on that.
He did after he was smoking some pot.
I love when that dad's girlfriend, she asks him what he does or what he likes to do, and he's like, nothing. That's what his answer. He's like, I like to do nothing.
I hated that they called it a computer and they go and buy him a monitor. I'm like, that's not a fucking computer. It really bugged me for some reason.
He needed it to look at those pictures he was taking.
All those pictures. What is just because I'm trying to move along? What is Psycho Pass?
That's like an anime set in the future where it's made by the people, or some of the people involved with Ghost in the Shell, not the same writer, and the Psycho Pass thing, it looks at your like mental stability, and if it's at Like if it's off by a certain point, it considers you a latent criminal, and then you are pursued by the police, I guess.
The judge comes and gets you.
Yeah, Judge Dredd. Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty crazy. Like I don't know if their clothes is all like holographic or whatever, but she has like this little thing that she holds and she pushes a button and it changes her clothes. And she's got this little robot that makes her meals for her and can make her room look like however she wants. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of neat, but I don't know if I'll keep watching it. I pretty much started watching it because I finished watching Death Note.
Yeah, how was the ending of that? Don't spoil it, but just tell me how the ending was.
It was okay, I guess. I mean, I think it pretty much ends the way you expect it.
Yeah.
So.
You watched Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I thought was a bad decision. Ralph, have you seen this movie yet?
Don't give a fuck.
So I watched
it. I got a Redbox for like $1.50.
And it was bad, wasn't it?
I spent less on that movie than I did on the number 23.
Well, that's your own fault. It's just so bad. The story's fucking terrible. The ending is super dumb. They, Ralph, do you care?
No.
Spoilers.
No way.
Emma Stone dies.
They kill Gwen Stacy, which is fucking dumb.
Because they don't. In the comics.
Yeah, but that's fine. But to me, that should have set up as a revenge story. They should have done that way early in the movie, and then it's set up like that's why he was going after Electro or whatever. It happens at the very end of the movie, and then it just kind of I don't know, it lessens the feel of it. And then the end of the movie is like, oh look, there's the Rhino for 25 seconds, and then he swings a manhole cover at him, and that's the end of the movie. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't understand how the Rhino is going to be effective at all. He's so slow. Spider-Man could easily take him out.
Yeah, it's a throwaway cameo to a villain that they're not going to use ever again to end the movie.
Yeah, Paul Giamatti was pretty bad too.
Yeah, it was super dumb.
And he said he was hamming it up, and he was, and it was terrible. So
it's just a bad movie. I don't know that I think Sony should let it go back to Marvel. Not that they can do much with it, but Sony does not know what they want out of these movies, and they chop them up so much, and they're like, oh, the Blu-ray's got over 100 hours of fucking edited, deleted scenes because we basically threw out what they wanted to do and turned it into what we wanted it to do. Stupid.
What the hell is the 100 hours?
It's not really 100 hours, but they have a shit ton of deleted scenes because they cut out a bunch of the shit that's, Mark Webb writes the story, and then Sony goes, not this, and not this.
But they shoot it anyway?
Well, yeah, they shoot it, and then they give the cut that they cut out of the movie to Sony, and then Sony cuts it from there.
Was there more Green Goblin in the original, or no?
Great question. I don't care enough to buy the Blu-ray to watch the deleted scenes to find out.
Like, they do, like, all of their character motivation in, like, one scene.
It's so dumb.
It's like Peter Parker, Spider-Man saying, no, you can't use my blood. That was the scene from the motivation for Green Goblin, and then that was it.
No! And I really like Dane DeHaan, but I was just like, this is bad. Really bad.
Yeah, there's not much Green Goblin in it. He should have been the main attraction.
You would think. I mean, he's his best friend, but nope. Fuck that.
It's Electro.
You also watched...
Electro thought that they were best friends, to be fair.
That's very true. You remember my name? I'm Jamie Foxx.
Said you needed me.
Yeah.
You needed my comb over.
Super
Motherfucker
dumb.
Jones. Yep.
Motherfucker Jones, indeed. You also watched The Leftovers, which I assume is still quite good.
Well, I've been reading the book too, and the book is so different. Like, there are characters that just don't even exist in the book. Like, how much have you watched of The Leftovers? Just the first episode?
Just that first episode.
Like, he's not a police chief in the book, he's the mayor, and his dad is dead in the book, and his dad is supposedly hearing voices in the show, and tries to pass that on to his son, which there are no voice hearing so far in the book, and I'm well over halfway. So I don't know what they were doing with the HBO series, but it sounds like they just, like, did whatever the hell they wanted with it. Like, the only thing that's, like, similar, really, is that a bunch of people just on one day just disappeared. So I don't know. The book seems a little more tame than what the TV show is doing. But like they followed the TV show like not this week, the week before. Had a really good episode. And that was when the dad was trying to introduce his son to all the crazy voices he was hearing. And then this week they had a flashback episode and it was just god awful. It was so boring. It was terrible. It was like telling you, I was like making you, like, they're basically showing all the characters before people disappeared, and they were just making them all look like terrible people. It was such a boring episode, except for the daughter, Jill, who made her look like a good person, and the son, but it was pretty much making them look the opposite of the way they look now, so because, like, Jill's not really a good person now, neither is the older brother, so I don't know. It was just a bad episode. But now they have one episode left, and I guess they got renewed for a second season.
They did. Hi, baby.
So pretty much no closure on anything is going to happen in this last episode because they need shit to talk about in the second season. The book's not very long, so I guess I could see why they're just making up all this crazy stuff. But
that's funny.
Yeah, but
I'm excited to watch it. I'm just not gonna wait till it's over, then I did it. I'm gonna watch it all when it's all over with.
I wonder how, like, I'll keep reading the book because it's really easy to read. It's like 350 some pages and it's really quick to read.
It's like a Hunger Games style book.
It might be. There's a little more to it than that. It's not like a teen.
I just mean as far as like being a very short book. Hunger Games books are very tiny.
Well, I don't know how they are, but yeah, this is like 350 pages, but it's a quick read. But so I think that's it from my list.
It is your gargantuan list. Let's get to some news. Blow through this shit, my friends. Should we do movie news first?
Sure.
Sure.
Here. Get rid of this shit. All right. Ben Affleck, for the first time, talked about playing Batman in the new Batman movie. He had a couple different quotes from Entertainment Weekly. The big one that everyone was talking about, or at least that the article was kind of centered around, was him saying, "I wouldn't have taken the part if I didn't trust my instincts in terms of the filmmaking." So he obviously believes that he can do it. Otherwise, he would have taken it, which is good. Even though everyone shit all over him and is still shitting all over him, I think he'll be a fine Batman.
It was his second quote that he's not wearing hockey pads or something.
No. He says, "I can tell you that every time I do a role, it's the responsibility of an actor to get their physical self as close to the role as possible. And Batman's obviously got a set of expectations that are tough, so I spent a lot of time working out."
Yeah, he nailed Geely too. He nailed that role.
He definitely did.
Suck my dick.
Same as Jersey Girl.
Yeah.
Hey, leave Stone Cold alone. He doesn't want to play right now. Terry Crews, and in awesome news, I don't know if you guys saw this. This is probably the greatest thing to happen since Batman vs. Superman. Terry Crews wants the Expendables to meet up with the Fast and the Furious crew on screen. So he wants
Paul Walker.
Well, obviously, he wants that to happen. I think that would be fucking awesome because it would be so fucking bad.
It'd be the dumbest movie.
I would not watch that. I don't
Why?
give a damn about the Expendables. And apparently America doesn't.
I don't either. I don't either, but I think it'd be funny.
There's no crossover, is there? Like, The Rock's not in any Expendable movies, is he?
Statham's in them. What's going to happen with Statham?
Yeah, that's what they said. So it probably won't happen, or they'll have to cast somebody else.
Terry Crews could be in Fast and Furious. I don't care.
Yeah, he wants them to meet up, though, like Alien vs. Predator style.
He could take Paul Walker's spot.
He's black. I don't know if you know that or not.
I do know that.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you were confused for a second. Thought Terry, because his name was Terry, that he might be
He's
white.
the Old Spice guy.
He lives in a world without color in Columbia, Missouri.
There was a... did you see this Hateful Eight teaser trailer that was apparently attached to Sin City 2 there, Ralph?
I did. I saw it in theaters.
How was it?
It was a bunch of nonsense. just words on a screen.
What the
Did say insane, and that was it.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. Yeah, it was just them showing like the what would you say?
Mexican.
Yeah, just like saying like who these people are, and then I don't know, it was just weird.
It was kind of pointless.
It was kind of pointless.
And is it actually spelled H8FUL?
No, HATEFUL. I hope it's not going to be spelled that way.
Like, it said H8FUL. Hateful.
Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was dumb. Fucking
I
dumb.
wouldn't be surprised. He can't spell Inglorious or Bastards right. So
Who are these actors?
no one knows.
Kurt Russell, Samuel Jackson, Michael Madsen, Amber Tamblyn, Zoe Bell. That's just a few of them.
Oh, they actually know.
Madsen.
Well, no, that's just the rumors of who it's going to be.
After watching the first Sin City again, I can successfully say that Michael Madsen is an awful actor.
Yeah.
He's been terrible. He's never been good.
I mean, I kind of like him.
Tarantino was just like found. He found like the perfect role for him, I guess, that required the least amount of work. But,
He's a big idiot.
I mean, you want to see a class act, is watch him in Blood Rain.
I
didn't
don't ever want to watch that
movie, but I saw him in it, and holy shit.
That's video game news. I gotta wait. Dean Ambrose from WWE. He's getting his own movie. Movie called Lockdown.
TNA Lockdown.
Nope.
like Marine 8.
It's being directed by Tomb Raider Ascension director Steven Reynolds.
What?
Yeah.
What Ascension?
Tomb Raider Ascension.
I don't know what that is.
I assume it's some directed DVD Tomb Raider sequel.
Well, there was more than one Tomb Raider movie. It might be.
Yeah, there's Cradle of Life.
Yeah, I don't know what Ascension is.
Tomb Raider Ascension. It was in 2007.
Was Angelina Jolie in it?
No.
No.
I don't know what the fuck it is. I can't tell. Anyway, that exists. So in case you guys are curious about that.
Was it a Lego movie?
I would consider this in the middle of movie and game news, I guess. They're doing a comic book storyline where it takes the Guardians of the Galaxy to a planet full of symbiotes, where it's going to explain like the origin of like the Venom symbiote and where it came from and all that stuff. Apparently that had never been done, which I thought was weird because Venom's been around since what, the 80s, the 90s?
Yeah, I don't know. One of them.
So apparently the guy that's writing it, Bendis, I don't know what his name is, Brian Michael Bendis.
Ambrose, so.
Yeah, Brian Michael Bendis. He had to call up to the senior vice president and said, "Hey, has this ever been done before?" Because in the 90s when Venom popped up, it was, or 80s, whatever it was just nothing but Venom all the time. But they never talked about his origin, so that's gonna happen. So I think that's kind of cool.
It'd be a
The
cool
store
movie.
brought him down.
It would be
throw
cool.
Venom in a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, which ain't gonna happen, but
That'd be fucking awesome.
yeah.
But it won't happen. A new title for your favorite Tom Cruise movie, Edge of Tomorrow. It's coming out on Blu-ray, I think, within the next month. Changing its name to Live, Die, Repeat, which is weird.
I don't get that at all. Why would you?
Well, I know it was originally titled something else.
Well, it used to be called
know.
All You Need Is Kill, which was an awesome title.
That's a fucking great name. And so I don't know why they have a picture like the box art and everything. It says Live, Die, Repeat, and then at the bottom it says Edge of Tomorrow. So I
saw that on Amazon, and I'm like, does Amazon know what this movie's called? But apparently
Right.
they do.
I don't know.
Look at
They
that
haven't
abomination.
there's not been any like actual information as to why they changed the name. It's just there.
Because it didn't do worth a shit. I think worldwide it actually did okay. I think it was a profitable worldwide, but not here.
Right.
Really? It seemed like people were talking about it a lot.
Look up the numbers.
I need Alex Mason to do
think
that for me.
I'll look it up. You go ahead. You do whatever you want.
All right. Charlton Copley and Michael Forbes are going to be in that PlayStation TV show Powers. If you guys remember talking about that, I believe they talked about that at E3. So Charlton Copley is going to be in that, which I think is pretty cool. They've already got
Fiction thing?
Eddie Izzard, Noah Taylor, Adam Godley, Susan Hayward, Max Fowler, and a couple other people. So what?
Doing what? Like this is like a fiction TV show or something?
Yeah, it's based on some comic book.
Edge of Tomorrow made $99 million in America. Its budget $178 million. Not so bad.
What did it make worldwide?
$364 million.
That's a success.
Yeah, but not in America.
That is a success. I do say so myself.
Success.
Let's see what else I got for you, ladies and gentlemen. First draft of Star Trek 3 has been completed, according to Rito Orsi.
No.
Care. The Hangover's Bradley Cooper, and only Rocket Raccoon, teaming back up for a book series to go to a film adaptation called Mac Bolin. Apparently it was a book series and started in 1969. Let's see.
Someone was saying the plot of it sounds a lot like The Punisher. Was it called like The Exterminator or something? Maybe I'm making this up.
Terminal Velocity. I don't know.
Wasn't that the name of the developer that did the Ghostbusters game?
Don Pendleton book series. It's just called Mac Bolin. That's all it says. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't hate Ryan Reynolds. Or I'm sorry, Bradley Cooper. So that's good. Ryan Reynolds I don't hate either. So that's good too.
But Todd Phillips is directing it.
Yeah, that's what I don't know about. I don't want it to be. It sounds like it's more of a action gritty type of movie, not a ha 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 ha. We all got drunk and did stupid stuff in Vegas type movie.
Yeah. I'm not sure he's directed anything that wasn't a comedy. I could look it up.
You should.
I'll look it up. You go ahead.
Yeah, Don Pardo died this week, which was pretty sad. 96. He'd been doing the iconic intro man for Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
He'd been doing the intros for quite some time, but he'd been doing them at home because he'd been sick, so they hadn't had him actually in the studio to do it. Yeah, pretty shitty. 96. Don Pardo. He's the. I don't even know if I can drum up a impression of him. It's Saturday Night Live. That guy.
He still sound like that at 96?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think Todd Phillips did anything that wasn't a comedy, unless you count Due Date, which I haven't seen.
No, I think it's a comedy.
I'm sure it is.
Kevin Smith and Johnny Depp teaming up. Probably I got excited about this.
No.
Some movie called Yoga Hosers, which I'm not sure I'm super excited about, with both of their daughters starring in the movie, which again I don't know that I necessarily care about.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's get Will Smith and his son in the mix.
I don't know either.
We're at it.
Might as well.
Here's the synopsis. Two 15-year-old yoga nuts who have an after-school job at a Manitoba convenience store called A to Z.
Yeah, that's a good one.
When an ancient evil rises from beneath Canada's crust and threatens their big invitation to a grade 12 party, the Collines join forces with a legendary manhunter from Montreal named Guy Lapointe, who's played by Johnny Depp, to fight for their lives, according to the producers. All 7 chakras, one warrior pose at a time.
Does this say more about Johnny Depp's career than anything?
Yeah, I just think he'll do anything if it sounds funky enough for him, and this sounds pretty funky.
Usually he'll do anything if Tim Burton is the director, but...
Well, apparently he's going to Tim Burton's arch nemesis.
Oh.
Tim Burton and Kevin Smith do not get along.
Oh.
I don't know. Because he was doing Batman and, or I'm sorry, they were going to do that Superman movie together, and so Kevin Smith wrote his first script, and he hated it, so then they were all butthurt about it.
Oh, I can only imagine why.
Pierce Brosnan
supposed to be Superman. Oh, go ahead.
That would be funny. Pierce Brosnan turned down Batman when Tim Burton was supposed to be the director back in 1989. Pierce Brosnan said he went and met with Tim Burton for the role of Batman, but I couldn't take it seriously. Any man who wears underpants outside his pants just cannot be taken seriously. That was my foolish take on it. It was a joke, I thought, but how wrong was I? Don't get me wrong, because I love Batman. I grew up on Batman. As a kid in Ireland, we used to get our raincoats and tie them around our neck and swing through the bicycle shed.
I think he's making this up.
I don't know.
Tim Burton failed to describe to him that this is not the Adam West Batman movie.
I guess
He's
not.
not going to be wearing underwear on the outside.
But
Apparently.
I'd like to see a Quail Man movie.
I would see a Quail Man movie. Why not? As long as that same music is there, I don't give a shit.
Have you watched that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode when they're at that the Ponderosa McPoyle wedding and shit goes crazy? Because somebody puts bath salts in the milk.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know if I've seen it. I feel like I've seen every episode, but I don't remember that episode.
And they're talking about, I guess they're wondering why people are going crazy. And at some point they think of, or Charlie says something about rabies from the bat bite. And then they're talking about what that could turn you into. And then they're talking about how it could turn you into Batman. And then Mac tells him no, Batman's just a guy who dresses up like a bat.
Right.
And that just baffles Charlie. Because Charlie's like, that can't be what those movies are about. These movies have won Academy Awards.
Oh, shit. Continuing on with some movie news, the Leprechaun Origins director is going to be helming a Dead Rising movie that they're going to make for Crackle. Apparently, much like the Mortal Kombat Legacy, I guess you would call that TV show or movie, whatever you want to call it, they're going to do the same type of thing with Dead Rising. And I know this producer, but I don't know what he's done. Lorenzo Di Bonaventura? Sounds familiar.
Wasn't Dead Rising already made up into a movie twice?
What's that called?
Dawn of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead.
Oh. Any zombie movie ever?
It says
Probably.
right on the box of Dead Rising, the first one, that it's not related to Dawn of the Dead at all.
Oh, I guess that's.
I can go grab the case and show you.
I don't want to see you move.
Ever.
Me, PlayStation.
Don't do anything.
Who the hell's gonna watch that on Crackle?
I don't know. I don't even.
People who like zombies.
People love Crackle.
I've never used the Crackle app.
Fuck a Crackle app.
Does it snap and crackle first and then pop?
Hell no, they ain't got the rights to that kind of lingo.
Who's that? Is that Kellogg's? Who's making that? The Rice Krispie stuff.
Kellogg's Crackle app. That's a different app.
Do we lose Derek? I think we lost Eric.
He's just posing.
It's just us again. Alright, so I watched Non-Stop again this week.
Oh, was it better this time? More boobs?
Yeah, when you pay attention to what's going on. I mean, that scar really jumps out at you on her chest.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's what she nicknamed
right?
it. That was the comedy. That was like the humor part of it.
That is pretty good humor.
Because she would talk to it. Like in Deadly Premonition, you know how he's always talking to Zach.
Yeah. Did he try to shove a gun into it or pull a gun out of it?
Well, that's how the plane got saved. Like Liam Neeson pulled a gun out of her chest and then shot like the bomb at the right time, and it blew up at the right altitude. I mean, her chest vagina, I guess, but
that's a weird film right there.
Yeah, I mean, I missed all that stuff the first time, but it was easy to miss.
You gotta watch it with commentary. That's the thing about Non-Stop.
Oh man, I don't even know who directed that. Who directed that?
I couldn't tell you. Well, I could.
Liev Schreiber.
Wait, right before Liev Schreiber died.
It's farewell.
He didn't like to direct it, but he did it. Let me see if I can find this out.
Yeah, it was his duty.
Non-Stop. We have Jaume Collet-Serra. I don't know how you pronounce Jaume. That's his first name. UME.
I don't know. That sounds like it's not a name.
He also directed Orphan and House of Wax and Unknown.
Oh, the House of Wax, the one with what's her face in it?
Paris Hilton.
Yes. That was on HBO. I watched it a few months ago for the second time.
Let's reminisce about the House of Wax cast.
It's pretty bad.
Alicia Cuthbert, what happened to her?
I don't even know who that is.
She was in that Girl Next Door movie. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah, it did.
She was
Everybody
the porn star.
loved that movie.
Yeah, I think she was on 24 at some point.
Why? I don't understand why people like that movie so much. I watched it and it just seemed okay.
Yeah, I actually got to see an early screening of that somehow.
The DV theater screen.
I was actually in a movie theater, which was weird. It was like invite only. It was odd.
That's where, yeah, that's how his is set up.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Am I back? Are we still live? Oh
yeah.
my God!
Oh, we got gold material.
Oh man, I got a 10-minute part I can listen to and cry because I don't know what happened. I just had to pull my best Samuel L. Jackson impression and flip the fucking switches. Hold on to your butts, you know what I'm saying? You haven't seen Jurassic Park, so you have no idea what I'm saying. Damn it!
Were you smoking a cigarette?
No cigarettes, just a lot of fat guys. Oh my God!
You smoke fat guys? The hell?
Alright, so fucking Coconut's goddamn vacuuming, which, hey, I ain't mad at. You're clean and cool. And then all of a sudden everything just goes, poo! And me, not assuming, like, everything went out, I start yelling at you guys, like, well, you can't see me because it's fucking dark. And then you both have shit-eating grin on your face. And I'm like, oh, they're frozen. Oh my God.
Go.
What the fuck? Alright.
You thought we were frozen, but we weren't.
I have no idea what the fuck what happened. But
I'm not even going to tell you what we talked about this time. It's just going to be a surprise.
Don't, because I'm going to listen to it and laugh. All right. So this is apparently what?
I don't know about that, but go ahead.
This is apparently the Marvel list of movies that are going to be coming out in the next few years. I'm going to run this down really quickly.
Yeah, like a few years up to like 2020. They got it planned out that far.
2019. Yeah, this is of course rumored for somebody. Ready for this? Avengers: Age of Ultron. That's May 1st, 2015. Ant-Man again in 2015. It's a little weird that those two movies are coming out within 2 months of each other. I think, isn't it?
A little bit.
Captain America 3, rumored for 2016. Obviously, that is the same year that Batman vs. Superman comes out. Rumored title for that is The Fallen Sun.
What if they just called it like Captain America?
I would still watch it. Unless it's a K and he's rowing around in a boat, then I would definitely watch it.
Yeah, amazing.
Doctor Strange in 2016. Thor 4 in 2017. I guess Thor 3. Thor 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 in 2017.
Captain America, and it's just him shooting Lady Liberty in the face.
I would still watch that. Black Panther in 2017. Avengers 3 in 2018. A standalone Hulk movie in 2018. And the Inhumans movie in 2019.
Who's going to be in the Hulk? Is it going to be...
I would assume it to be Ruffalo. He really wants to do a Hulk movie.
Alright, it's been a different person every time. I guess it could be Ruffalo.
He wants to do it, so...
I bet they'd keep him if they could.
Yeah. If you guys...
Wait, did I hear a Hawkeye movie in there?
No, definitely did not. That
Box office poison right there.
Yeah, that is not ever going to happen. Antonio Banderas has got a new movie coming out. I watched this earlier this week. I think this movie looks pretty cool. It's very much like iRobot. No, it's called Automata or Automata or I don't know how you want to say it, but
Automaton.
You should watch The Skin I Live In, because that's a good Antonio Banderas joint.
What's it about?
You should just watch it.
Okay, the Skin I live in, a.k.a. Foreskin. Okay, I'll watch that.
It's fun.
Yeah, that's a good porn title.
This Antonio Banderas movie does look pretty cool, so if you want to check out the trailer, it's up now. It comes out for on demand and in theaters, I believe, October 10th. Again, Automata, Automata comes out. A Dating Naked, you know
like
that show that
Automata.
VH1's doing?
Who?
That show that VH1's doing, Dating Naked?
I don't know what VH1 is.
Cool. So they're doing this show, and apparently this bitch got upset because, again, she's on it and she's naked. They showed her crotch, but super obviously blurred out, and she's filing a $10 million lawsuit saying that that was too naked for her. Too naked.
I'm speechless.
Cool. Next topic. Jennifer Lawrence may or may not be in talks with the Hateful Eight. Fuck yeah.
May or may not be boning Coldplay's Chris Martin.
Fuck no.
Too naked.
Fuck no. That's gross. But that would be awesome if she was in the Hateful Eight. I would be totally down for that. A Minority Report TV show is coming down the pipeline, apparently. Again, a show I've not seen, but I know you have pretty high remarks for it, right, Ralph?
I do. It's a good one.
Apparently, Godzilla screenwriter
smell crime. I mean, no, you can see it.
Max Borenstein is supposed to write for the TV show, and no director as of yet, but that's supposedly coming to a CBS or some type of affiliate around you.
Not bad.
Let's see, what else do we got for you? It's dumb. Twitch is actually not being bought by Google. I know this is more gaming news, but I thought this is worth mentioning before we get to that, just because it's a lot of fucking money, and it's actually Amazon that's buying it. So now Amazon has Amazon Prime, which for people that like to spend extra money, they've got their Amazon TV shows, and now they've got the best streaming website of all time. $970 million in cash.
That is weird. I didn't know that.
It's fucking nuts.
Wasn't that less
was
than they
mine.
thought? Google?
What? What'd you say?
Go ahead.
So he said something about Crackle. I thought that was less money than what Google offered.
Yeah, Google offered $1 billion.
That's interesting.
They're buying it for $970. Got a deal. Cut themselves a deal.
Threw in a copy of
Crackle?
of what? Yeah.
Speaking of Jurassic Park, Richard Attenborough died.
Who's
Kind of
that?
sad. He was the old guy in that
Talks
movie.
about the amber and the mosquito and the amber and
Yep,
all that business, all that
Yep.
jazz.
you know it. He was also Kris Kringle in Miracle on 34th Street. In case you guys
Who
were.
the fuck is Chris Kringle?
it's Santa Claus's alternative name, man.
What? Kinda
He's
wanna
the
know
member
what this is.
that got kicked out of Criss Cross.
That's what I was thinking.
If you guys are looking for some movie work, Bond 24 is looking for its next Odd Job or Jaws. They're looking for their next assassin. Got to be at least 6'2" and physically fit, though. So Ralph, you're out.
To murder?
Our job is not
physically fit.
6'2".
Well, that's just what they're looking for. They're looking for 6'2".
Like, exactly. There's no leeway. Like, if you're 6'3", fuck you.
It doesn't say 6'3" is okay. It just says 6'2".
They'll hire like Tom Hardy or something.
That would be okay.
For
Martin
first-
Scorsese. Speaking of film adaptations going to TV, there is a Shutter Island TV show coming up called Ashcliff. Going to be directed. The pilot, anyway, is going to be directed by Martin Scorsese, and script by Dennis Lehane. So pretty cool, I guess. If you liked that movie like I did, if you didn't, well then go fuck yourself.
Are they retelling that movie, or is this something different?
I think it's just the hospital itself and the past and the secrets and all that shit. It's not necessarily that same story.
Son of Ben Kingsley, maybe?
I would doubt it. I would doubt it.
Ruffalo,
Doubt it.
maybe?
Nope. No Ruffalo. Should we move on to gaming news, ladies and gentlemen? Gaming news.
Sure.
Dragon Age Inquisition, for those of you who want to know, is over 200 hours long
No.
for somebody who wants to complete the whole fucking game.
It's probably exaggerated. They always exaggerate that shit.
Yep. He says, for those of you who want to just get through the story missions as quickly as possible, probably 20 to 30 hours, which is still okay with me.
I'll wait for how long to beat to make their
Hell
final
yeah.
verdict.
How long to beat? The best website on the fucking face of the universe. Pokemon trading card game is coming to iPad. In case you guys are into that.
Virtual cards. Is that what everybody's into?
Virtual reality cards, yeah. VR
Can you
cards,
take your
like on the
cards and
3DS.
put it up to the camera?
You
What?
gotta use your credit card and hold it up to the camera.
Oh,
They
shit.
just
And
take all your money.
then drain your bank account.
Yeah.
They take all of your money.
And then it gives you a Pikachu. That's it.
They do take a Pikachu bank account and take all your money. Tomorrow, the infamous DLC First Light comes out, but in sad news, Sucker Punch had some layoffs earlier this week, which sucks because I guess they've done a couple of the Sly Cooper games. Is that right?
Oh, well,
They
it's
created
just,
it.
yeah.
They Sly
and
Cooper.
they mentioned that just to show that it wasn't just like extra staff they brought on, that it was actually serious members of the studio.
Right.
But I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird too, because I thought Infamous sold better than the other ones, the newest one. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it did.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it did. I don't know that that's always necessarily why they cut people. You know.
Well, usually when the money's pouring in, they're working on the sequel. I don't know.
Someone probably left the refrigerator door open all weekend.
Oh shit,
And
that
fired
would,
some people. Yeah.
that would smell terrible.
They had to pay for that bill, man.
For those of you that are still playing Grand Theft Auto 5, they had an update for the San Andreas School of Flight. For those of you that enjoy flying as well, which I fucking hate doing.
The
so I will
worst
not
part
play
of
this.
San Andreas was fucking flying. Good
Yeah.
grief.
I can't fucking deal with it. But you have a couple new vehicles. You got the helicopter. You got a jet, another jet, and then this pretty cool classic car. So
You can fly that car?
no,
Fly all of them, huh?
yeah.
I like
It's a
that.
DeLorean.
No, it's not the DeLorean. That looks pretty cool
You
though.
get to 88 miles an hour, then you're just flying.
88 miles an hour is only when you fucking go back in time, not when you fly. You can fly anytime in the DeLorean. Duh.
Not anytime. You gotta have it on.
For you two, because you're the only two that care, this is apparently still not necessarily true. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is coming out. Capcom hasn't said anything, but
Still don't think it's been officially announced, but there was some leak.
yeah,
I'm into
I
that.
don't care. But
It seems like if you played any Resident Evil games,
yes, 5.
because Revelations seems like it would be more up your alley compared to any of them,
Why is that?
because it plays more like a modern game. I guess 5 was close.
I played 5. That was the one I played, and it was fun. I liked it. The multiplayer was fun.
Yeah, I played that game co-op. That was fun.
It was
5.
cool. Atari, in case you guys didn't get enough of Alone in the Dark, they're
I know someone had.
releasing reimagined forms of these games on PC, of Alone in the Dark and Haunted House. Alone in the Dark came out in 1992. So if you guys haven't gotten enough of that, that'll be coming out. And then Haunted House, one of the earlier known games, they did a PC, Wii, and 360 port in 2010.
Who knows what that game's gonna be? You could PlayStation Now, the one that came out in 2008.
I don't care.
I would highly not recommend it.
It's probably a safe bet, I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got. Sex, drugs, and
Getting
romance. They talk about.
W.S. Anderson knocking the shit up out of Jovovich.
What?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
We didn't talk about that. Go ahead. I don't care about this movie, so that's probably why I didn't put those in there.
Yeah, they're delaying it because they're having a baby. They're having a little Jovovich.
A Wesley Snipes Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to be a black baby, and all kinds of questions will be raised.
Is it going to come out of liquor? No?
Oh man, they should. If that happens, they should film it. Put it in the movie. It'll be the most authentic Resident Evil thing they ever shot.
Oh shit. How do you say his name? Suhi Yoshida. He is one of the guys at Sony. Apparently, he had no idea that Rise of the Tomb Raider is going to be exclusive to Xbox. No,
This is what he said.
Yeah, well, he says, I hope the game will come out eventually on PS4, but how can I tell other than the cryptic message by Phil Spencer? Fuck Phil Spencer, apparently. Fucking douche.
It
He's
will.
better than Matrick.
Who's Matrick?
Yeah.
Don Matrick.
I don't know who that is.
Goofy
Oh.
haircut.
Yeah, dick.
Robin Williams is going to be remembered in a tribute on World of Warcraft. In case you guys did not hear that last week after he passed, there's going to be an NPC called Robin the Entertainer, and it's going to be a genie.
I think they got this wrong. It's
What?
Cedric the Entertainer.
That is right.
Is he's dead too, right? I think he's dead.
I don't think so. He was in Haunted House too.
And he
Oh,
was
he
the
was-
host of
He
Want to
was
Be a
dead in
Millionaire.
Oh, he does host that, doesn't he?
What about? Did you hear about all these people signing this petition to have Nintendo put Robin Williams in a Legend of Zelda game? Like this
I
is,
did see that.
Who the fuck cares?
They could put
Because
his
he named
grave
his-
in
Because he
there.
named his kid Zelda. Who gives a
What?
shit?
What's that got to do with
I don't.
anything?
He's
I'm
done
with
a bunch
you.
of advertising for them too.
The World of Warcraft thing, cool. He played the game a lot. It makes sense and it's easy to do. I'm not putting him in a fucking Zelda game. Who gives a shit?
I don't get why all these people think they're entitled to all this shit.
I don't know, they
What?
could as like an Easter egg, just put like a grave with his name on it or something.
Wanting Link to be a black girl at one point, having a petition, and have Rob Williams being Zelda. It's like,
If Link was a black girl, does that mean Link's a lesbian and so is Zelda?
Speaking of the Wii or the Wii U, I still never got my fucking Nintendo points. My 160. I'm fucking pissed. I gotta call
I gotta
again.
keep harassing them.
I don't know. I don't get your troubles with that.
Why?
I've never had any problems. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I put in that shit. Well, it's probably because it was down when I called him. I had to call it in, and they phoned it in, and he fucked it up. I don't know. This is in the past. There was an
Get
awesome
Reggie on the
$10.
phone.
There was a $10 sale, flash sale over the weekend on PS3, but then PSN got attacked, so nobody got to buy anything. Games such as Darksiders, Dynasty Warriors 7, Epic Mickey 2, Lost Planet 3, that hot banger, Persona 4.
Wasn't a great list.
Not by Jaeger.
Yeah, there was no games on there that I wanted to buy. None. Tale of Grace's F. I don't know any Grace Fs in my life.
Eh.
Very
you don't want to buy that one.
That's good. Speaking of Fez and hackers, holy shit did this dude get attacked. He, hackers
Fish?
apparently hacked in. Yeah, Phil Fish got all of his shit thrown out. Personal information, passwords, financial records, social security information. And then
They
he
throw it out the
fucking,
window while he was like standing outside looking up, or
and then he apparently decided to sell his company.
Polytron.
He's
Polytron.
kind of a. He's kind
Sounds
of
like
a
a
bitch,
baby.
dude.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
sounds like a little baby. What the fuck is his problem?
Well,
He sells his company too.
no one yet.
It's
Yeah, I
just
know.
up for sale.
I mean, he makes a good game, but I don't know, because he's like done enough stuff to piss people off in the past that he should have known something would come up. I mean, I don't wish this upon him, but
So how much damage was actually done to him then? Or was it just a bunch of stupid shit? Or
I don't know if there was any damage done, or at least it doesn't detail it. It just says that his shit was thrown out there on the internet for people to see.
yeah.
The developer, or the quote-unquote developer, that was listed on the PT game screen, 7780 Studios. Hideo Kojima apparently said 7780 is the postcode to some region in Japan, and the region roughly translates to Quiet Hills, aka Silent Hills.
Damn.
Fucking cool, right?
That's rad.
Well, that number that the radio was saying is his birthday. That like 2048 whatever 63 thing. That's his birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a few articles left, and we will hit the fucking dusty trail, ladies and gentlemen. I got this top 10 list that I bet the only person that had played most of these games is going to be Ryan. Ralph, you might have played a few of them, but I definitely probably haven't. Top 10 survival horror games. Ready for this?
So,
I have not read
Silent
the list.
Silent Hill 4: The Room.
this is number 10.
Number 10. Condemned, number 9. Not played either of those.
Okay.
Number 8, the original Dead Space. I find that kind of low.
That's a
These
good
are
game.
all fairly recent.
Number 7, the Resident Evil 2002 remake on the GameCube.
That should probably be higher.
Number 6, Resident Evil 2.
That should also probably be higher.
Number 5, Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
That should probably not be as high.
Number 4, Eternal Darkness.
It's a good
That
one.
also should not be as high.
Yeah.
Survivor
Three.
4?
Number 3, System Shock 2.
I
Never
suppose.
played it.
Number 2, Fatal Frame 2.
Hmm.
I bet you could guess what number 1 is.
Silent Hill 2.
Silent
Alone
Hill
in
2.
the Dark. Oh.
No, Silent Hill 2.
So they put Silent Hill 4, The Room, on the list instead of the original Silent Hill and Silent Hill 3. For
Yep.
both better games.
No Resident Evil 4? Or is that not survival horror?
I would think that would be survival horror.
Well, if they're
Yeah,
gonna put Dead Space on there.
Yeah, they threw Dead Space on there, and they had Resident Evil the remake.
Well, the remake actually was different than 4.
Hmm.
It was like a typical Resident Evil game.
Everyone's favorite game that I can't play is coming to PS Vita on September 2nd. Don't Starve. So if you can learn
Yeah,
you
like-
can learn to
I
light
don't play it either.
a match. You can't play it either.
'Cause I don't own it, and I never will.
It's a good game not to own. It's pretty fucking bad. Can't do it.
He's running around in the dark. Oh man.
I can't do
Pick
it.
up some wood and light that shit on fire.
I just can't do it, man. I can't. I cannot do it. All right. This is. I figured you might get a kick out of this, Ryan. I don't care, but I figured maybe you do. These are 7 Metal Gear games that I want to know if you've played. I've never heard of them.
7? Is that like
7.
all Metal Gear games?
No, ready? Metal Gear Ghost Babel.
What is that, like a Game Boy game?
It came out on the Game Boy Color. Yep, a few years after
I've
Metal
never
Gear Solid on the
played that.
PS1. Metal Gear
Seen
Solid,
video of
the digital graphic novel,
it. No interest in that.
PSP. VR missions.
I think that came with the greatest hits version of Metal Gear Solid, and it's kind of boring unless you really like the way that game plays.
Metal Gear Solid Touch. Touch. It's an iOS game.
I think that was like associated with Metal Gear Solid 4, and
Yeah,
I've never had an iPad or iPad Touch.
Evolution Skateboarding with Solid Snake.
That was they actually had like I think it was the second one. They released like a was it called like Subsistence or so I don't know what it was called, and there's a part on top of this like
Substance.
Outer Haven or whatever. I can't know. It was the Shell, I think is what it was called. And yeah, they had a little skate park area set up there where you could skate as Snake.
Metal Gear Solid, or I'm sorry, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. The
Okay.
English version didn't hit until 2006. Apparently, it got released side by side with Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence.
I've tried playing those, and they're hard to go back to.
Metal Gear Online.
That kind of sucked.
That is it. I had no idea what any of those games are.
So is this supposed to be like 7 Metal Gear games you might not know or something?
Yeah, I guess that you're not supposed to know about. They're hidden. This last one is for Mr. Ralph, because I don't know that you care about it. Some
No.
some new people were announced as fighters in the 3DS and Wii U Super Smash Bros. Games.
Tom Nook?
Shulk
Dog from Duck Hunt.
Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles, Bowser Jr., and Ganondorf.
I failed to mention that so Hyrule Warriors is coming out in September. You're all excited
Yes.
for it. I decided to try to order it from Kmart's website for some reason. I got it for $19, and I don't know how, and fuck
Does it
Kmart.
come with like a free pair of Kansas City Zubaz pants?
What did you do?
Better. I don't know. I have no idea. $19.
But somehow it was $19.
I must have had some kind of points. I don't understand Kmart. Because I ordered Smash Brothers from there also, and I got it for like $35, and I don't know how.
Maybe they thought you were trying to buy like a Danica Patrick NASCAR shirt, and that's how much it costs. And...
Apparently, it's a Muso or whatever you call it. Fuck it.
You were correct with the Duck Hunt dog, and then Ness from Earthbound, as well as Dr. Mario and Dark Pit, and then some other people like
Dr. Mario.
Do they have any? Somebody
Lucas,
asked.
Chorus Man, Ice Climbers, and Snake as DLC people, and then Pauline, Candy Kong, and Crystal and Wario.
Candy Kong.
Somebody asked.
Got enough of her body.
Miyamoto or something. If Dr. Mario was actually like a licensed medical doctor, and he actually answered the question. He said he is not. He's not a real doctor.
What the hell?
So sue him for malpractice.
Can you play as a dog from Duck Hunt, or is it just like a?
I don't know. It doesn't say for sure. All that shit's just rumored. So I hope he can, because that would be fucking awesome.
That would be awesome. And that's not coming out this year.
Well, the 3DS version is.
Well.
Have they ever put anybody in from Animal Crossing?
Yeah, the
generic main character.
Yeah. I don't remember what they called it.
Stupid.
Boy number one.
Like Tom Nook or Tom Nook's kids or something.
Yeah, or Isabella. I'm sure they'll probably be in there, like in the background or something.
No, it has to. The only person I care about playing as is Cap'n.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
If he just started singing and he put everybody to sleep, that'd be the best move ever. Be fucking awesome.
That would be great.
But something like weirdly sexual that is not as explicit.
Sounds like Nintendo, yeah.
Oh shit. All right, I'm thinking. I'm gonna put this out there for everybody. I'm thinking next week we do maybe a fall game and movie preview. What do you think?
I'll give it to you right now. Hyrule Warriors.
Instead of a news spot, we'll do a fall movie and fall games. Cool.
Yeah.
Did you see the trailer for that Conjuring prequel?
They showed
Annabelle.
it before Sin City 2.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Is that the new Saw?
Perhaps.
Annabelle.
It looked fucking awful. So there you
Yep.
go.
What? Like, is that all that James Wan dude does? Is just make horror movies and then sequelize the shit out of them?
Hell no, he's making Fast and Furious 7.
Hell yeah!
He's only
So,
producing Annabelle.
Is that like a ventriloquist doll in Fast and Furious 7 somewhere?
Maybe a ventriloquist doll of Paul Walker's body.
Oh, man. Oh.
You're probably right. I knew it'd have a horror twist.
A horrible twist.
Insidious 3 / Fast and the Furious 7 / Dead Silence 2, all in one movie.
All the scenes of the
reboot.
All the scenes of The Rock are literally just a rock and the voiceover from him.
Is Donnie Wahlberg in this?
I hope not.
He is
That would be really bad. All right, that's going to do it for this week's edition of the Level Up Show. Come back and join us again next week when we fuck around some more, and hopefully I won't have a power outage.
We talk about all of Donnie Wahlberg's best movies.
And you guys can talk me out of trying to buy Disney Infinity 2.0.
I won't talk you out of that because I think it's fantastic. And I will, depending on when we do it, I will own Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it. For Ryan, for Ralph, I'm Derek. Level up!